Check 1, 2. Alright. This one is probably not going to be too long. I started a little late. I'm just trying to keep the streak alive. Let's load up the audio here. So I'm just sort of playing around. Why that's not loading it. Kind of messing here. Got the arpeggio going on the micro chord. Kind of like that distant sound. I'm going here on the actual synth. It's kind of hard to see, but it creates like a step sequencer up here, so I can add notes and delete notes, so I might... And then I really want to find out on the A side here for the arpeggiator, you can change the tempo. So let's change this to, let's go to 120, which is the tempo of the beat that I've got up here in my area. So we'll turn this on, none, 120. So that actually came out pretty good. I don't think I have to do much warping. It looks like it's pretty... Maybe nudge this forward a little bit. I like that. Kind of in the upper register. Excuse me. So yeah, I think I'm in the housey mood tonight. So we got our weird top synth there. All I'm gonna do for this is record enable, and I think I'll keep the metronome on just so I can really dial it in. Recording over that, that's not what I want. So let's go down and re-enable that track. And now I'm just tapping it out. I really only need a 4 on the floor loop of that, so we'll go through and just touch this one up. Set 1 here. Probably even warp it. From here, boom. It tried its best. I was too funky for it. And we'll really only need 1 bar unless we want to do more. So, you know, I've been making a lot of like hip hop inspired beats so far, but Obviously, as you can see, you can switch it up and kind of go for what you want. So I'll write that in that kicks, high synth. And then we'll use that for our up hat. I've got some other ones in here somewhere. Ooh, I like that. So we'll go with that. Some of it's just finding a sound that you know is going to work with what you're working on. So we'll dial this in. I think I had it actually early on there. Trying to get this actually on the 2. Which, yeah, looks pretty on. So same thing, I'll loop a bar of that. And just kind of keep building. I sometimes like to do it one at a time, just kind of 6 maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. Why isn't this thing working? I don't understand why this thing's not working. Huh. Well, anyway. So I like that 6 there. So we're going to get this in. Bongo verb. I already know what it's going to sound like. So yeah, and for something like this, I might just tighten up. I know I was trying to hit on certain beats. I'm not a drummer. I've never really had a ton of musical, like physical musical talent. But in this digital age, as you can see, that does not really matter. I can drag it where it needs to go. Maybe we'll close it. We don't really need that. Let's duplicate this. So I like that. I might join the audio there, which is just Control J, so that that's all together now. I might even move this one up. That's the thing, is if you don't put a warp marker in front, it'll move the whole thing, but I just want to move that one note. And now see, it ends a little early, which that sounds pretty weird, but we can drag that out. That's the beauty of warping. sometimes one note is just the way to go. So what I'm going to do with this is mix that in as my bass track. And we've recorded Enable the right track, and we'll let this in. So yeah. Yeah, I almost feel like there's no reason for me to change that first 4-bar loop. The only thing I might want to put on is like a saturator to give it a little teeth. I know this doesn't sound like too finalized a track, but I'm actually, let's try some mixing here. So this seems to be capturing a little bit. And then one other nice thing, just for mixing purposes, you can go in and take your bass track here, and I've added in a compressor. And I'm just going to quickly add in my kicks. It side chains and it'll duck it a little bit when the kick comes in. So your kick's a little punchier, which is a nice effect. Also makes the bass seem louder, but it's really just the fact that they're not canceling each other out with sine waves. Or I mean, that's what I think. I don't know the science behind it. It's a short one, but I like it. I dig the vibe. Maybe one thing I might add, I just deleted a drum rack, is just some 16th hats that come in. That would just be like standard hi-hats. So yeah, I tend to gravitate towards that like pitchy one. I don't know why. It really sounds really good fast. And what I would do is just gives it a different feel for that second part. And let's export this. Oh, we haven't even saved this. So let's save this. Let's give it a name. We'll just call it a house tree. Export home. Oh, I have no idea why I've been getting that. That's been very, very interesting. What in the world happened to this thing? crashed out on me. Let's see what is going on with this thing. Okay, so I guess it just... It just crashed. I had to reload it. Anyway, that was my little Stream Deck thing. It's got some presets on it that I've honestly become super reliant on for my cameras and things like that. So anyway, rename this as House Tree, or resave it as House Tree. Alright, we'll keep it in the minimal family. We did circles, we did squares. I guess it's time for triangles. And the interesting thing about Touchdesigner and triangles is there are none. According to Touchdesigner, it's a circle with 3 sides, if you would ever think that. But yeah, I'll go in here and open up a circle and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you go in here into the settings on your circle, change it to 3, boom, there's your triangle. And so for this, I guess the next step here would be to start to generate some different craziness with that. I've been using a lot of waves, a lot of noise. There's also this cool one called Pattern, which you can do a lot with. So you can see, I don't even know, what is step or like? That's pretty crazy. And let's bring the number way down. Like the most that I'm going to want to fit is like 15. What we can do is make this if I do this, why do I change yeah, I just change it. See, so so an easy way to get 2 of these to be really random would be just to do that. So now the X and Y are going to be all kinds of different sizes. To animate it, maybe I'll have a couple noises that I will call SX, and I'll have another one that's SY, and this is just going to be for size. And then for the location of everything, I'm still going to use my grid trick, just because it's way easier than trying to figure all that out in like chop format sometimes. And I think I said I'm doing 15, so 5 by 3 should be plenty. Let's do a merge of all of this. Oop. Well, first, these have to, I'm going to want this to be, and this, to be transforming. That's a new thing that they've added. You used to not be able to do that. If you control select 2 commands and then go in here and put in whatever value you want, if it has that parameter, it will take to that parameter and basically change to whatever value you want it to be. Go in here, combine chops, let's do multiply, same thing here. Oop. I know this seems like a lot of setup, but as you've seen in my previous ones, if you've been paying attention, the payoff usually is pretty fantastic. Let's go 54, and then we'll even change the amplitude on this one to like 3. There's some of the features to go down, and we'll add in those, and then see what we got. We can work kind of backwards from there, but I think we're going to have some pretty cool stuff right off the bat. whoa, caps locks got turned on. got a bunch of triangles, and then SX and SY. Okay. Doing some pretty weird stuff. I like it. I think I need to up some of the pattern stuff maybe. Let's see, changing some of this. Doesn't do anything. Changing the seed. So I guess maybe in my noise, I'll just have to really crank it here. Ooh, I like where that's going. And then, yeah, maybe I'm too zoomed in, but because it goes black for a really long time. Because some of the Z fighting. But let's see what happens when we apply our wireframe to this. Should look pretty crazy. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be a little bit too much. I know there's two different wireframes. Yeah, it's not going to help us out too much. Let me bring this down to just 2 by 2. Well, that didn't do anything. Oh, that's part of it. So if I bring this number way down, something reasonable. Oh, that's seed, I see. In here we're at 15 and 10, so 150 something. So yeah, I'm not sure why that extending the length kind of brings that in. It's looking pretty cool, but probably not as cool as I want. So let's go back in here, change this to, we'll add some colors in here. And maybe change my period so it's like that, and then if I do a Fong, it'll have all the shading and stuff. So let's see what this looks like. Ooh. If I animate this with phasing, that might look really crazy. I could change it to So I'm just kind of messing around with stuff and seeing what kind of changes what. Just kind of gave it more motion, which I think this one will do the same. And then perhaps change this to So we're starting to dance at some kind of interesting things here. What happens if I rotate any of this stuff? Well, that just rotates on that axis, but oh yeah, see it has no depth, so kind of limits you a little bit. Let's see. I go in and divide this, get kind of a more hectic. Actually kind of like this. And then what I can do is Could put it on a black background, but I'm actually going to go with a gray one. Downres it a bit. I'll go in 1080 that. And I'm not crazy about what's going on here, so I'm going to try some different things. See if I can't switch it up. So yeah, I just don't like the black part. I mean, it's okay. I wish I had control of the color itself. I don't really... I think it's from Z Fighting. So I wonder if I... Not sure exactly how I would switch that up. I could do some stuff on the back end here to like kind of fuck it up with chroma key. Which might be worth a try. Okay, so that got rid of all that stuff, which I actually want to keep. So that's not it. Okay, so that took that out. Maybe don't do a ramp, we'll do a... Let me just see if something as simple as changing. No, so it's always going to be kind of an issue whether it's a circle or whatever shape it is. I'm not really sure why there's black and it's not applying to the texture to it. I don't know if that means do I need to change stuff in here. Sometimes you need to do some crazy stuff in here. That might be part of it. I'm using a font. Let's try to use a constant. This is different material types have kind of wildly different ways that they interact. There we go. I don't know why that was so tough. And I can take this back to, I guess, black or even... Yeah, now we're cooking. Okay, this is like way more cool looking to me. Way more interesting, so we're going to go with it. This is a quick one. I said it was going to be a quick one. House tree. Do one pass with this. Maybe we'll do another pass. This one would be cool to do in different colors, so I might try to mix the color stuff up. So we got that. Maybe go in here and ooh, yeah. And then this one. Ooh, yeah. That looks good. And we'll, so we'll overwrite that with this one. Which looks sweet to me. I guess for the third one, I don't want to change it up too much. We'll go in and maybe we could change the actual size of this thing. It comes through with kind of heavier duty ones. And then, ooh, and instead of red, try this orange and Apple. Alright, cool. So record that in. Looks good. Maybe I'll save a few stills. So saving in a couple ones, I just tried to quickly get something that looks a little different. And maybe I'll do two kind of in this style. Save your project, you don't want to lose any data. Okay, go over here, we'll fire up Premiere. I know I said this was going to be a quick one, and it's already half hour goes by. It goes by quick. Thanks for tuning in if you're tuned in live. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching as well. Here we go. House tree. We just got a Christmas tree, so, or holiday tree, whichever you prefer. And so it took forever. We went to 3 different places, and finally we got one, and now we have a house tree. So there you have it. So same thing I always kind of do if you watch these, going in and making that all 5 seconds, making this down to 15 seconds. It's only 16 seconds long, so that's not much over. Sliding the clips in place. Fun. Looks good. We'll add in the crossfades, exponential fade. Double click on that at 2 seconds. Save. Go over here. Export. Boom. Turn this down a little bit. Go over to my renders. We'll see how much it crushed it in compression. Super fun, totally my style. So there you go. It was a quick one. Hopefully tomorrow and definitely this weekend I'll get into some longer streams and maybe start covering some different topics. I know I had one person hit me up and they want to see some audio reactive stuff. So this weekend for sure I'm going to try to dig into some audio reactive. We'll take a beat, then we'll take the audio and we'll create visuals off the beat that is synced exactly to the music. So I haven't done it in a while, but it'll be a good refresher, good learner on how that's all going. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm having a lot of fun doing these. Stream number 4 in a row. It's December 4th. I've done 4 streams. Boom. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.